Johnny O's Gymnasium in East Boca Raton is an extremely impressive workout venue. It has a high-quality indoor gym as well as a massive outdoor gym and training area covered by the largest awning I have ever seen. So you can train outdoors, under a canopy, in the fresh air. And with what's going on with COVID out there, it's nice to know that there's a place where you can train outside if you prefer. You will see professional athletes here, but don't let that intimidate you. We're all in this together, staying in shape and getting healthy. Johnny will give everyone a free class or workout session to try it out. So let's meet Johnny and check out the gym. Hi everybody, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. For this episode, I'm bringing you to Johnny O's Gym in East Boca Raton, an amazing place. This is Johnny. He's going to tell us a little bit about it and give us a tour.
Beautiful, real happy to have you guys here. Yes, we opened up just 2 years ago, almost to the day. So we've been here for 2 years. We're really the only true indoor-outdoor gym in South Florida. We've got 10,000 square feet outdoors, and indoors we've got 3,000 square feet. Let me show you around. So when you walk in here, there's always music playing. There's no fluorescent lights. There's always a light show, and it's high energy in here. So this gym, when you walk in the door, it's conducive to results already. So it's already a difficult thing to work out, but when you come into Johnny O's, it's game on, okay? Up above, you'll see that we've got iconic athletes that are hand painted on the walls. We've got very specific and special equipment. For example, this is what's called an isolateral leg press. So each leg works individually and independently. So maybe one leg gets 15 reps and the other leg only gets 9. Then we know there's a deficiency on one side, and we try and work that out for you so that we can get you back into fit shape. Now, all of our equipment, some of them are brand new, some might be 25 years old, but they've all been reconditioned, and it's the finest equipment that we've seen that you could have in a gym. Squat racks, we've got leg presses, we've got a super squat machine, hip flexor. We got pretty much every piece of equipment that you could ever use. Over here is our free weight area. Dumbbells, fixed barbells. Over in this corner is our deadlift platform for deadlifts, power lifts, power cleans, things like this. We have a lot of athletes that come in and use this type of equipment. Now, through this door is what separates us from everybody else. Let's have a look.
Wow. This is amazing.
Like I said, this is what separates us from everybody else.
I haven't seen this in any gym.
No, you won't. We've got 10,000 square feet. We've got 4 lanes, 4 40-yard lanes. We've got an awning that's 125 feet long by 45 feet wide that is rain resistant, so there's never a rain delay or a rain cancellation. No matter what the weather is, we train outdoors 365 days a year.
Not in the sun.
And you're not in the sun.
Yes.
Good point. So out here, we've got rowers, we've got bicycles, we've got skiers, we've got ropes, we've got tires, we've got sleds, we've got dumbbell racks, TRXs. I could put you through a workout out here, and for the next 30 days, it would never be the same. It's a personal trainer's dream location right here. You might see a Heisman Trophy winner, and you might see a soccer mom right next to them. It's all of the above. We've got great athletes, very famous athletes, but we've got regular people, and this is what we're about. First class is on us. Come down, love to meet you personally, and we'd love to see you come in here and try us out.
I just feel healthier being here. It's a great feeling, and I feel this breeze coming through.
You know, we all live in Florida, and the best part about it is the weather. And this time of year is just astonishing. But you could train outdoors 365 days a year. It's the safest environment to train in. And again, let's face it, if you're here in Florida, you want to be outside anyway. But this is what separates us from everybody.
Absolutely. You do have a lot of professional athletes that train here.
Yeah.
Because it's such a great space for that.
We have a lot of football players that come in, both college and pro. And they come in and they work with some of our trainers that are some of the best trainers, but they work in their speed, agility, their footwork, their stability, and separation. They work on a bunch of these things that make them stay in the league. We've got the Puma International track team that trains here.
I saw them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was impressive. Where are they from?
They're from all over. They're from the Bahamas. They're from Antigua. They're from Jamaica, the Dominican Republic. And literally some of the fastest men and women in the world.
I know, I saw them here that day.
It's so incredible to watch. And we had 4 of them that went to Japan last summer.
Wow.
And competed in the Olympics.
Wow.
So we're proud of that. So we are really a results-driven gym. So that's what our reputation is on. We're a little bit more money than your UFits and your LA Fitnesses, but when you come in here, you're going to get a workout.
You're going to get what you want.
You're going to get results. And if you don't get them, you're not going to stay as our members. Most people have failed in the gym experience for them. They've signed up to gyms, they've gone to the gyms, they've tried to work out, and they've failed. I mean, I'm going to say over 90% of the people have. But I'm also going to say it's not your fault that you failed. It's the gym industry and it's the fitness industry. We know how to build gyms, we know how to sell memberships, but we don't know how to get the results. And that's what we do. I've been in this industry in one form or another for parts of 6 decades. 6 decades.
Wow.
And I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of great things that have happened over the years.
What is your history, by the way?
I started back in the early 70s working out and training for football or track, and I got into Olympic weightlifting. And in 1975, I won a silver medal in the Junior Olympics. I believe I was 148 pounds in the weight class. So I trained for Olympic weightlifting. I did football and some track in college, in high school and college, and nothing big, but I've been involved, like I say, in one form or another for parts of 6 decades. So time goes by quickly.
Oh, you look great.
I'm trying. We're trying.
So, okay, so tell me, like, if I was just an average person that wanted to come here and change my life, where do I start? How does it work?
Okay, so it's a very good question. And it's a two-sided thing, okay? You have to commit. You have to come in here and let us know that you're real.
How often do I come?
We would want to see you 3 to 4 times a week. Now, the other thing that you could do is we could have some programs worked out for you to work out at home as well. So maybe some of the time you're here, some of the time you're doing something at home, or you could be traveling. We have a fitness app that Johnny O's Gymnasium is associated with. It's called Trainer. It's spelled TRAINNR, one word. And we launched in early September, and it's a great thing. The fitness industry is changing. 69% of everybody that has a gym membership is doing some sort of online training as well. So Johnny O's is getting involved in that, and that's a big part of our future.
So it helps to track everything on an app and know what you're supposed to be doing on a certain day.
Yeah.
What about diet? And
We've got some nutritionists that work with us, and some of our members could work with that. I'm a believer in a lot of these big fad diets I'm not a big believer in. I'm a believer in eating healthy and being able to sustain that.
Yeah.
So let me give you an example. If you followed the typical American diet, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's 3 meals a day, 21 meals a week. And if you were to look at that, and let's break it down. Let's take breakfast, 7 meals, out of that equation. because for some reason, breakfast is the only meal that we could eat the same thing every day and not get sick of it.
Right.
So let's a healthy breakfast would be egg whites, some oatmeal, some fruits, things like this. So let's take 7 meals out of the 21. We've got 14 meals remaining. If we could eat healthy for 12 of those meals, okay? And by healthy, I mean protein would be a piece of fish, which is several fishes you could go with, chicken, lean red meat, green vegetable, several of them, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, spinach, and then a good carbohydrate like a brown rice and a sweet potato. If you can eat 12 of those meals with the other 7, you're eating clean about 86% of the week. Now, if you're eating clean for 86% of the time, and you're exercising, and by exercising, we mean challenging yourself and making progress all the time, you're going to see results. Now, what is progress? Progress is 1 calorie. It's 1 more mile an hour. It's 1 more repetition. If you were going to be on a treadmill, there's 5 ways that we can measure your success. There's time, there's speed, there's distance, there's incline, and there's calories. 5 things. If we write those 5 things down, and the next time we go to do this, we try and beat 1 thing, 1 more calorie, 1 more mile an hour, whatever that is progress. And when you leave here, and you open the door and you leave, you know you've made progress. And you could visually see it if you were to write it down. So we really tend to encourage our members to write things down to see the progress, because if we don't see it, it's easy to get frustrated and not want to come or maybe give up. But when you see that progress, like I say, a little progress every day amounts to a lot at the end of the month.
I understand. You know, people track how far they walk every day, and they look at it, and they want to go a little bit farther, and it makes you feel good, and you feel like you're getting closer to your goal. So I totally get that, and I understand why that would be motivating.
And it's easy to do. There's so many different devices we can use today. We've got a great staff down here at Johnny O's, some really educated people.
You offer classes here too, like yoga and...
Yes, we've got several group classes every day. We've got a 6 a.m. class, an 8 a.m. class, a noon class, and a 5:30 p.m. class. Saturdays,
those are training classes?
These are all group classes. All of our group classes are held outdoors right here at Johnny O's. So rain or shine, we have it.
CrossFit or?
Well, our group classes tend to work on lower body one day, an upper body focus another day, a cardio core program on a 3rd day. So every day there's something new for you to come in. So we have the group classes set up for you to come in daily. You can come in every day and use them. And your classes work, guys. And I'll tell you why classes work.
I like classes.
And a lot of people do. And the reason why is you don't have to think. You get off work at 5 o'clock, you drive to Johnny O's gymnasium, you come out here in the field, and you got a motivating trainer and coach that's going to put you through this 1-hour workout. You've got people around you that are in the same situation as you, wanting to get into shape, and you get challenged by them. And the facility itself, the music, the venue here is going to be challenging.
There's a good vibe here.
It's a great vibe.
You feel good, you feel healthy.
Yeah.
So I see what you got here.
And that's why group classes work. You don't have to think.
Right, you just go, you're done work, you go, and you
at 6:30 it's done. You go home, you eat something healthy, and your day is complete. That's what makes group classes work.
We're out in the sunshine here. This is nice for people that like to be out in the sun. You have this massive awning. I've never seen an awning that big.
When we looked at this for the first time, I said we need an awning. And you're right, this is about as big an awning as you could possibly get. We had to go through a lot of different things to get it approved. But it's 145 feet long by 45 feet wide, and it's completely waterproof. So when there's a monsoon, which happens all the time here in Florida, it could be pouring, raining where Becky and I are standing right now, but right over there could be 35, 40 people working out under the awning without getting any rain on them whatsoever, and no direct sunlight either during the sunny days. So the awning is spectacular because it gets hot here in the summer. A lot of facilities do some of their group training out in parking lots, and that, especially in the summer when the sun's out and there's black asphalt, it's unbearable. It's unbearable.
Yes, it is.
So we're outside here, and there is no safer place to work out than Johnny O's Gymnasium because you are outdoors all the time. A lot of places are
Something
small,
to think about, yeah.
low ceilings. It's not conducive to what's going on in the world
And you have all
today.
this fresh air coming through here.
It's magnificent.
That is very, very important.
Yeah,
Yeah. I see these tires. You want to tell us what those are for? Let's go over here.
Yeah, well, we've got 4 tires. We've got a medium. This is a medium size tire. This weighs somewhere between 175 and 200 pounds. Then we've got the furthest one down there is the lightest one. Almost everybody that comes in here can do that from day one. And then we've got 2 pretty large tires.
So you flip these.
And you could flip these. We've got people that will do exercises standing up on them, jumping in, jumping out. We can do 2 people pushing on each side, and we go back and forth. This, the thing about training is that great trainers have ingenuity. They look at something and they say, it's not just to flip it by one person, and they'll come up with 10 different ideas of what to do. Many different sets of ropes where you can do them one at a time, you could do them together, you could flip them over. Again, there's so many different ways to do it, but it's a great way for a combination of strength training with cardio, because it gets tiring. As far as the group classes go, what makes a great group class great is the ability to have somebody that might be 21 years old that's a Division I college athlete, and there might be a 74-year-old woman in there, and they're both going at their own pace.
Right.
And what the class that you have on Monday might be completely different than the class you do on Tuesday, but they're motivating. And the one thing that troubles me is when somebody says to me, I can't come to Johnny O's Gymnasium, I got to get in shape first. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, we are a results-driven gym. Yes, you're going to see some great athletes in here. But until the sooner you can stop thinking about what people think about you, you're going to enter into a whole nother level of fun.
And people are very supportive in your classes.
Extremely, yeah. It's a community down here. People know each other. I see people that have met here. We follow them online, and sometimes they're going out at night together. So it's a great community down here.
I took a stretch class, kind of like right in this area
Yes.
here. That was wonderful.
Yes.
I had never taken a stretch class before.
Yeah, that was with Tamara, who teaches yoga here on Saturday mornings.
It was in the
she's
morning, and we
wonderful.
came out here, and there were several people, and we just did about an hour of stretching.
Yeah.
I felt so good
Yeah.
after that class. That is amazing.
Stretching is something that's very important for everybody, and to have somebody show us how we can do it and do it better than we do
We can't do it on your own like that.
I
No.
know. You can see we've got 4 40-yard lanes down here, and sometime you might be running sprints. You could be pushing sleds. I'm a big fan of being able to run when you can do it. To me, there's no better fat-burning exercise than being able to run some sprints.
Right.
And look, what you ran a sprint at 20 years ago and what you could do it at today are 2 different things. But you got to come in and do it. Come down to Johnny O's, talk to us, let us show you what we've got. Be my guest and try it out for free. But if you're serious about getting results that you might not have had in a long time, we're the place for you.
How long do you think someone has to commit to this to see results?
30 days.
30 days? to see
If you
results?
commit for 30 days, you're going to see results. In fact, we'll do an evaluation on day 1 and then on day 30, and you'll be able to physically see those.
Anybody can commit for 30 days.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And see what happens.
But oftentimes it takes somebody coming in and saying, "Oh, my son's getting married in middle of April, and
I got to be in shape."
Do it." So we work with you as well, but come wedding time, we start talking to you about sticking with the program even after the wedding. It's not just about showing up at the wedding to look good. It's year round, and let's stay healthy all the time.
I think once people know how good it feels to be in good shape, that's the key.
Yes.
You don't want to go back to that sluggish feeling that
It's a great point.
Yeah. That we have when we're not working out.
You don't want somebody to say, "Do you stop working out?" That's the worst thing that you could possibly hear. So we're going to talk to you ahead of time, and make sure that you're on board and you're going to embrace what we have. And if you can do those things, we'll promise you results.
You know, starting out 3 times a week, that seems very doable.
Yeah.
It almost sounds easy to me.
It
Like,
is.
Show up here 3 times a week, take a class.
Yeah.
That's very doable. It's not intimidating at all.
And it's about preparation. When you get up in the morning, you know you're going to do a class at 8 a.m. or 5:30 p.m. You get yourself ready, whatever that is. And it's the same thing with food. Preparation's a big thing. What happens if we don't prepare for eating healthy? Well, we look for
end up
instant gratification. What's instant gratification? Crappy food, fast food.
Because you get hungry and you want it now.
You want it now.
And that's what's available.
Yeah.
I totally hear you on that.
So preparation's important for both your working out.
And you help people figure out what they should be eating?
Yeah, absolutely we do. Okay. And we keep it simple and make it easy for you. But you can't out-train a bad diet. So we definitely
totally agree on that.
Talk about that.
It's very, very, very important.
Yeah.
Also feeling better by working out. That's
yeah.
As I get older, that's what's more important to me. You know, I want to feel good. And just being here makes me feel good.
It's a healthy environment.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yeah. As we get older, things become a little more difficult. Stability is something that we all lose, and it's scary. You know, I'm in my 60s, and I'm around a lot of people the same age group. When you start to lose stability, it's frightening at first. But then if
you come back from that?
You absolutely you can. And it's I mean, you know, do something simple when you're at home. Just stand on one leg and see how long that you can do that. You won't be able, if you're in your 50s and 60s, you won't be able to do it the way you did it when you were in your 20s and 30s. But some people are better than others, and it's just a matter of working those things that will enable us to grow old in a more comfortable, more pain-free, and have the ability to have a better quality of life. So being healthy is a good quality of life. And it helps us all.
As you know, in Boca Raton, a lot of people pay attention to the outside, and I love that. Yeah. Botox, fillers, all that stuff is great. But without working out your body, it's not worth much.
I agree. I agree.
You got to have everything.
Yeah, you got to be healthy inside as well as outside. And you're right. A lot of people work a lot. Really hard on that outside.
Really hard on that.
But you know,
you can't neglect this.
Whatever your job is, no one else can do it without training. Why should we expect you to walk into a fitness facility and be able to be successful without the right guidance?
Exactly. And that's the problem with the other gyms. You show up, you go on the equipment, and you leave.
When you walk in here, you see people getting it done.
Once you get in a pattern of doing that and you feel better and your body is improving, that's a real high.
Yeah, it's really gratifying. It's a great high, and it's a high that you want to continue to have.
And what I've found over the years with gyms is when you get into a pattern and you're very happy with it, it's like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't think of not brushing your teeth.
Oh, that's another great point.
You want to continue. It's just part of what makes you feel good.
Your body, when you do it for a long time, if you have to stop for a reason, if you've traveled, if you've got an injury, your body is screaming for you to work out. You know, so it's a good addiction. It's a good addiction.
It is an addiction when you get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes, it is.
And you know, the beauty of coming into a place like this, when you want to work, is that the people around us that you'll meet are going to be great people, and you know, we all share a common ground down here.
Okay, I have changed my clothes, obviously, and I am going to try a class here. And Damien is my instructor. So you want to tell me what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So today is going to be a lower body focused class. We got a lot of different equipment today, a couple AMRAPs, a couple circuits. We're going to have a lot of good fun.
All right, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So now we're going to turn it over. I'm going to be doing the interviewing right here. Becky, how did you like the class at Johnny O's Gymnasium?
I absolutely loved it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Tell us about it.
It wasn't hard. I could have made it hard if I wanted to push harder.
Yep.
But I was able to take it at my own pace, which
Yep.
is right where I wanted it. I was sweating. It was a great workout, and it went by like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It felt like I thought I had a whole other class
So
left in my room.
now she expressed a little concern to me earlier today, thinking she wasn't going to be able to do it. So what I'm hearing is you could have challenged yourself a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay.
So anybody could do this class.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the sign of a good group class. You can have a 21-year-old Division I athlete, or you can have a 75-year-old grandmother, and they're both getting a great workout at their pace.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. So you'd recommend it?
Oh, this is wonderful. Being outside, there's a breeze. We have a full moon over there. I don't know if the photographer can look over there.
Wonderful.
I got to see the moon the whole time I was working out. It's absolutely wonderful. I could see, and this is a 5:30 class, so I could see you're done with your day, you come here, you do this class, you're all invigorated, you go home, you eat dinner, everything's great.
And that's your day.
Yeah.
But the beauty is, you drive here, you don't have to think. You know the instructor is going to tell you what to do. You know the venue and the people in the classroom with you are going to motivate you and pick you up, and you're going to be challenged by them. And believe it or not, you're going to be challenging some of the other people, whether you know it or not. It
Next
works.
class.
It works. Come down to Johnny O's, baby. Come down, try out a class. We'd love to have you.
So people can come and try out a class for free?
100% free.
Okay,
Come
that's
down,
worth doing.
try it out. Give us a shot. Forget about what people might say about you or think about you. This is for you. We are not a club that you have to get in shape to just to come down and visit us. You don't need that. Come down, try this out, do it for you.
And how do they find out which class? You have a schedule online? Or?
We have a schedule online. We have an app, Johnny O's Gymnasium app. You go to the App Store, you could download it, and we'll tell you all about it.
Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me on this episode of the Becky and Boca Show as we came to Johnny O's Gymnasium in East Boca Raton. I did a class outside here in the fresh air. Absolutely wonderful. He also has a lot of equipment inside, so this is the place to come if you want to get in shape.
First class is on us. Come down, love to meet you personally, and we'd love to see you come in here and try us out. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, bye-bye. See you next week.